trying to be best leader I can, and a good leader inspires people to do what they do best. And what you do best, Harvey, is close.
Can't argue with you there.
So what do you say you go out and land a big whale for us?
I get it. You're a new captain. You want to make a new statement.
I want us to make a new statement.
Well, in that case, I did hear that Stephen Palmer is looking for new representation.
Well, then you get that harpoon sharpened, because I'll be expecting a nice piece of scrimshaw by the end of the week, matey.
What the hell is scrimshaw?
Carved whalebone. What the hell's the matter with you? Where'd you get your education?
Well, not in the 1800s, I can tell you that.
Well, for your information, scrimshaw dates back to the mid-1700s.
And if you finish that sentence, there's no way I'm going after Palmer.
Consider the sentence unfinished.
Lewis.
Yeah.
It takes a big man to come in here and say all that. I appreciate that. And I'll get you your whale.
Chips ahoy, Harvey.
Afraid you wasted your trip because I'm not signing with you.
Why not?
You have a reputation.
My reputation is being the best closer in the city, which is exactly why you should sign with me.
It's also that you never do what you're told. And I may consider myself a maverick, but I don't want my lawyer to be one.
Steven.
Harvey, I just said no, and the reason is that you don't listen. So if you even want a shot at my business, your best chance of changing my mind would be to turn around and let me be. What do you say to that?
Hell of a car, Steven. Hell of a car. Gretchen texted you wanted to see me.
Yeah, I wanted to see how it went with Stephen Palmer.
How do you think it went? I got him on the 1-yard line.
Harvey, English, please. You know I don't know baseball.
In that case, the fat lady's singing.
That's music to my ears. Should I lob in a call to get her to wrap it up?
Not necessary, Lewis.
I got it. You're all over it. I won't push. Robert, enjoy the ticks. Gentlemen.
Hello.
Stephen, Lewis Litt. Zane Specter Litt. Is now a good time?
Must have gotten your wires crossed. Lewis, your firm already paid me a visit today.
I know that. I know Harvey has you well in hand. I just wanted to tell you how much we value your business.
Value? My business? You don't have my business.
Right. Well, I know it's not official yet.
Okay, let me tell you what I told Harvey. I am not interested in your firm representing me.
I see. Do you mind if I ask why not?
I'll tell you what I told him. He has a reputation for not doing what he's told.
Well, I certainly can't argue with that. But I do not have that reputation, and I have just become managing partner. If you just give me a chance to sit down with you,
You want a chance to sit down with me? I'm having a charity poker event tonight.
Well, in that case, I'll...
Before you answer, it'll cost you $100,000. So, if you're willing to part with that amount of money, I'll see you there. But I have to tell you, if you can't tell when Harvey Specter's playing you, I'm not sure it'll be worth your time.
You don't listen.
I don't what?
You heard me. You didn't listen.
I sure was listening when you said you weren't going to call him.
I said I wasn't going to push, and I didn't. What I did was determine that I can't trust you, and now I'm taking over.
The hell you are! I heard him loud and clear. He wanted me to show him that I respect him, and that's exactly what I'm going to do tonight.
Oh, that's right, I know, at his poker game. Well, there's a change of plans, Harvey, because Zane Specter Litt is still going to that game, but Litt's going to be the one at the table.
You go to that game, all you're going to do is show Palmer that you don't know shit about poker.
And you go there, all you're going to do is prove is all you care about is yourself. So why don't you prove us both wrong and do as you're told for a change and back the hell off my client?
I'm not backing off any.
There's no negotiation, Harvey. You stay away from that game tonight because your services are no longer needed.
Lewis,
Stephen.
I have to say, I didn't actually think you'd put your money where your mouth is.
Well, I hope tonight shows I want to make a promise to a client. I keep it.
A potential client. But I'll tell you what, if you can take my money tonight, you'll be that much closer to signing me.
Why don't we just have a seat?
Don't mind if I do.
Harvey, what are you doing here?
Well, I was in the neighborhood. I had an extra 100,000 burning a hole in my pocket, and I thought to myself, why not show you gentlemen how to play some cards?
You think you can take my money?
I don't know, but I'm sure Lewis can't. You don't mind, do you, Lewis?
No, of course not. I don't mind at all. Okay, Harvey. Just you and me now.
Tell you the truth, Lewis, I'm impressed that you lasted this long. So why don't you take your participation trophy and go home?
The only thing I'll be going home with tonight is your money.
You two always fight like this?
Think of it this way, Stephen. If I fight like this at the table, imagine how I fight in the courtroom.
No, Stephen, please don't listen to him. The only thing Harvey fights hardest for is himself. Raise 50,000.
50 isn't enough. I'm all in. Now, Lewis, before you decide how to play the hand that could clean you out, I want you to think of our entire history. Of me always winning and you always losing. And when you finish doing that, you'll realize that it doesn't really matter what you do, because whatever it is, it's going to be the wrong decision.
Full.
See, that's exactly what I was talking about. All I had was 10 high. Not only did you lose, but you have to sit here on tilt for the rest of the night while I take the rest of your money. Because like I said, poker isn't about playing the odds. It's about playing the man.
Well, I have to say, that was impressive.
Well, Stephen, I didn't beat him to impress you. I beat him because that's what I do. I don't follow orders, I don't bend a knee, I win. So if that's the kind of lawyer you want, good luck with your business. Now, if you'll excuse me, we've got Lewis's money to take.
Robert, can I talk to you a second?
Of course, Lewis, what's on your mind?
You knew Harvey lied to me about Stephen Palmer, didn't you?
I did.
Robert, why didn't you say anything?
Would you have told me if the shoe was on the other foot?
No, I wouldn't.
Now, Lewis, I obviously wasn't successful dealing with Harvey myself. But from what I know of the situation, you stuck your hand in too early and got it bit off.
What'd you do?
I make a gesture of holding my other hand out.
You'd really do that?
Probably not, but I sure wish I would. And Lewis, one more thing. Harvey wasn't being disrespectful to you. He was just treating you the same way he treated Jessica and me.
I get it. He's an equal opportunity asshole.
Serving the community 24 hours a day.
Thank you, Robert.
You're welcome, Lewis.
Gretchen, what can I do for you?
You need to sit your ass down and listen to me.
Excuse me?
Yeah, I can see you on your way to some fancy dinner, card game, or whatever nonsense you're spending your time on these days. But you need to turn yourself around and make things right with Lewis.
I don't need to do anything. This is between me and Lewis.
No, it isn't. Because when the two of you get into one of your death matches, it puts a burden on the rest of us. And I, for one, am tired of it.
Oh, you're tired of it, are you?
Yes, I am. Makes me sick, the two of you acting like children. And to think I was considering retiring. When if I left right now, the two of you would shit all over your bunk beds.
Are you finished?
Are you gonna make it right?
It's a two-way street, Gretchen. And I'm not the only asshole in the room.
You're the only one in the room right now. Okay, I've said my piece. I would have been gentle, but sometimes someone just needs to knock the shit out of you. And Donna just so happens to have plans tonight.
Lewis, I've been looking all over for you.
I was looking all over for you, too. Got thirsty. Thought I'd make myself a caffeine-free pruning.
Do they usually have caffeine?
You'd be surprised.
I don't know how to say it, so I'm just gonna come out with it. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, too, Harvey. I stepped in too early. I shouldn't have. And I wish I could say that I won't do it again, but probably will.
No, you definitely will.
You are right. But another thing I might do again is call the client that I'm trying to sign and tell them to sign with you because you are the best lawyer that I've ever worked with, Harvey. And that's never going to change.
You called Palmer and said that?
I did.
It's funny because I called and told him I was the best lawyer you ever worked with, too.
No, you didn't.
No, I didn't. I told him he should sign with you because there's no lawyer in this city that I'd be more afraid to go up against than you.
Think it worked?
Tell you the truth, I don't care if we sign Stephen Palmer or not. We're the two best lawyers in this city, and that is never going to change.
Thank you, Harvey.
Thank you, managing partner.
Pruning?
Don't mind if I do.
In the dark, and I'm right on the middle mark. I'm just in the